back to my channel. Today we're playing my favorite mission in the whole game, Trinity Escape. Super excited to show you guys this one. This one is my most comfortable mission. It's one of the hardest in the game, if not the hardest in the game. It is crazy how difficult this one is. I always complete it last on all my difficulties because of how hard it is. But we're gonna get through it today. It's gonna be pretty great. But there is absolutely no stealthiness in this mission. It is completely guns blazing, the same way you would expect Jonathan to be. So, what we are going to grab is a DWP-5, and we're going to grab the frag grenade. Why? Because it's nice to have some explosions as a backup, and also because we will need it. There are some ways that we can make this level a little bit less difficult, a little bit more easy to just run right through, and I will show you guys all of that. Also, do you like my hat? It's Perfect Dark Zero. I'm just swoon. I love Jonathan. I've had a crush on him since I was 12.
I can't play without Seeker's program. Come on, forward this way.
Alrighty, let's get things kicked off.
Hey, you got a data thief. Download Seeker's program. I'll cover it.
Alrighty, we're going to be downloading Ziegler's program. Well, my favorite, Jonathan, guards us. This is one of the hardest data thief puzzles in the entire game, if not the hardest. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. You don't want to hit those red blocks, it's going to knock you back a ring. You just want to hit these blue blocks. And it's going to be kind of challenging, but I've done this plenty of times, but I still messed up. That last block always gets you because it's the mental thing where you're like, oh, I can't do it. Elvis! I will get it eventually.
We got what we came for. Let's go.
Alrighty, let's get out of here. Now I'm going to show you a cool way to combat an entire horde of guards you're about to run into. Crouch and walk through. And now normally there would be 3 guards in each of these, or more, maybe like 6 guards in each of these areas, but look at that, there's none. It's because you just walked underneath the guard trigger, so thank God. It's crazy otherwise. Now we can just run right through. Thank God. That's only discovered recently, by the way. And now we're gonna have somebody else demo up for us because we're on Secret Agent, but on Agent you'd have to do that yourself. It doesn't do a whole much. It doesn't do whole much, not a whole much, but it doesn't do much. But it can help with some guards chasing after you. But luckily there will be nobody running after us because we prevented them from spawning. Sorry about Elvis, he really does not want to be in here right now.
Our 6 is secure.
Can't believe he's so moody. I just fed him tuna. Or he's an alien, so what do Mayans eat? I don't know. Anyways, through here, we are gonna go ahead and be swarmed, which is gonna be awesome. But no need to fret. So long as you roll, you'll be okay. He doesn't break my door, like, you know, chip paint off of it. But you can just run right through for the most part. You don't have to be too cautious. Just roll a lot, and it will be okay. Your health will regenerate. Go up through these offices up here. It's way safer. Seems like my controller has a little bit of stick drift. That sucks. And don't worry about those guys. So long as Jonathan lives, we'll be okay. Yeah, don't worry about that. Cut off the pursuit, because... oh well. Our demolition expert died. But yeah, you'll be okay. Those guys don't really do a whole much except for that. And so as long as you're able to make it to the end of the mission with Jonathan and you alive, then you'll be fine. You can put your weapon away to run a little bit faster. Sometimes even I forget about that. Don't worry about those two rooms on the side of me. Just keep on moving. Because when you get to the end of the level, when you enter that elevator, your allies will spawn in behind you, and so you don't have to worry about them taking too much damage. You just have to get there fast. And so just run as fast as you can. And if you're wondering, no, this is not the hard part of this level. Also, does this area look familiar to you? We ran through here in the first mission.
You crazy? Hold position. We lost him.
We'll be fine. We're almost there, Jonathan. Just hold together. Luckily, this area is pretty sparse with guards. Ah! We lost him. Luckily, we have a checkpoint. We can make it through.
Attention all scientists. The data core has been breached.
I was wondering where those guys were. I was like, I've never seen this happen before. Oh, and if you listen closely, in the background, you can hear Zhengli say, blah 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 to Dr. Carroll's lab immediately. I want his brain on ice. Because you know, he ends up being Dr. Carroll in the second game, or in technically the first game in the series, but the second game canonically. Original Perfect Dark. They put his brain in the computer, that's what I'm trying to say. Luckily for that checkpoint, we can just speed right through. But yeah, if you're on the higher difficulties, you're going to want to play it safe and hide behind these objects, especially these boxes over here, and shoot these guys down, because otherwise it's going to be a hard resistance. Or bring the plasma rifle with you. If you're on the higher difficulties, you've probably unlocked that already. But yeah, once you run into this elevator, your allies will spawn in behind you, so you don't have to worry about them too much. And then sometimes you'll get stuck behind them. If you run behind too far behind them, but don't worry, they'll leave the elevator and you'll be unstuck. Again, I'm sorry about all this. I promise he's fine. He's moody. And he's on a diet because I'm trying to get him to lose some weight. Because he's a little bit overweight, and you know, chunky cats are cute, but you know, not good for the cats, so. All that you need to do is get to that dropship over there, so as long as you can make it and just run away from those friggin' line of fire that you're being absolutely murdered by, you can do it. Now we're fine. We made it! Thank God! It's a hard mission, really hard. One of the hardest missions in the game. But we did it. Alright, well, that's the end of my favorite mission. I know it was so quick. Trinity Escape. Next, we will be going we're going to be going over Jungle Storm, which is a nightmare sometimes. But we got this. I will show you a way to make it so much easier. And we'll be fine, I promise. But yeah, next episode we will be going over that. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm sorry it was so quick. And I will see you guys in the next one, and I hope you have a perfectly dark day.